Salut, moi c'est Astre. Et on se retrouve pour jouer à Sherlock Holmes, Chapter 1. Et c'est parti. Bon. Allons voir une autre fin. Voilà. Pas mal cette baraque, hein, quand même. Alors, nous disions donc. Moi, première fin, j'ai fait ça. Mais on va changer pour Arthur. Arthur Swift a tué. Arthur Swift a utilisé Goliath pour tuer Theodore Gilden. Sa fléchette empoisonnée a enragé l'éléphant, lequel a ensuite attaqué son propriétaire. Ainsi, Monsieur Swift assure sa mainmise sur le site de fouille et tous les trésors qu'il renferme. Alors, soit on arrête Arthur et on libère Goliath, soit on exécute Goliath. Comme j'ai dit, il est hors de question d'exécuter Goliath. Arthur Swift a utilisé l'éléphant pour tuer son ancien partenaire Theodore Gilden. Arthur était prêt à sacrifier la vie d'autrui pour son propre bien-être, même si j'y crois moyen. Une telle cruauté envers les êtres vivants mérite un juste châtiment. L'autre, c'était quoi? Arthur Swift est une victime de la cupidité de Theodore Gilden. Il essayait seulement de protéger l'histoire de ceux qui veulent la privatiser. Je vais rejeter la faute de la mort de Gilden sur Goliath, mais Arthur devra quitter Gordona. Ah. Non, hein. On n'accuse pas l'éléphant. Je veux dire, c'est pas de sa faute à l'éléphant si la fléchette a fait ça. Tombé haut. C'était là. Ok, là, les... TP, on peut pas se TP où on veut aussi. Non. De là. Mais attends, j'ai oublié qu'il allait falloir se changer. C'est pas grave, il y a un coin là pour se changer. En travailleur. Pouvoir entrer.
Stop, Lloyd.
Voilà, on y est.
You are guilty, Mr. Swift. Killing Theodore Gilden was a testing challenge. You succeeded.
What makes you think I'm somehow involved in Gilden's death? My partner's death, I might remind you.
You were there when Theodore Gilden died.
Nonsense. I visited him many times, but I wasn't there when the elephant killed him.
Then I must have made a mistake because the murderer met Goliath's rage personally. The perpetrator was hit by the gate and thrown into the shed. Your bruise matches the contour of the broken hole. One further detail is that the murderer had a bosun's knife, fairly useful in a place where one might cut ropes and fabric, such as, I don't know, the dig site?
That's your interpretation of the facts, Mr. Holmes. You've simply aligned them to suit your hypothesis.
It's not a hypothesis once proven, it's theory, Mr. Swift. Your dart uses strychnine to kill rodents at the site, is that correct?
Well, yes, that is its purpose.
The same dart with strychnine was found on Goliath. The very same substance is a powerful stimulant. It causes convulsions, a flow of energy. You shot Goliath. The elephant became extremely energetic, agitated, and so terrified that it killed its owner. For a man of your age, it was easier to hit a larger grey target than a small man.
You said it yourself. Goliath killed Theodore, and your strychnine speculations are absurd. Only athletes use it as a stimulant, not elephants.
True, but one dart of strychnine would not be enough to kill the elephant, and you knew it. Let me tell you a story. A man spends almost 5 years of his life locating an artifact. He puts every ounce of energy and money into his research. The same man even goes so far as to sign a contract with a ruthless man, a businessman. It was a risk, but the reward would be worth it. Years go by and there's still no result, so the businessman decides to end the man's research. He spits on the research, he promises to bury the site under an eccentric project. All of this is just his whim. Theodore Gilden could do anything he wanted with this place, and you were anxious about the fate of your research. You wished to protect it. You tried to tame Gilden's eccentricity, but you
Ça
killed him
pourrait se
instead.
passer comme ça. Ouais.
Theodore wasn't
En
trying
fait.
to sabotage my career. We had a disagreement, but it wasn't as dire as you describe it. He wasn't a pleasure to talk to, but killing him? Nonsense.
C'est marrant. Je crois que les positions sont inversées. Tout à l'heure, j'ai cliqué là, je crois, pour enfermer l'autre. Allez, on va faire ça.
Theodore Gilden was a capricious man, extremely impulsive. But the cold-blooded nature of your plan makes you even more dangerous. You feel nothing. You show no remorse. It was simply a calculated move. And that is why you are under arrest.
Nothing. You have nothing on me.
I think I'll let the police decide if my findings are substantial enough for prosecution.
This is all a dreadful mistake. This can't be happening. The elephant killed Theodore.
Goliath is innocent and he should be free. He is not the real murderer here. That is the apex of your career, Mr. Swift. Farewell.
I told you Mr. Swift was not a real archaeologist. He was a murderer. I knew there was something wrong with him.
Fortunately for us, being a murderer was not his profession. And about the elephant.
While you were busy, I've dealt with it. No thanks to you. I asked you to solve this wretched problem, but you didn't.
I couldn't be in two places at once, Miss Gilden. I was catching your father's murderer. But how have you dealt with it?
A man agreed to take the elephant away. He came to me asking for permission to relocate it to his property, and I accepted.
Well, congratulations, I suppose. That is one less problem.
Actually, two, Mr. Holmes. I found my father's possessions that you can take with you and disappear.
I appreciate it, truly.
Well, someone has to do something. Take everything if you need to, and leave me be.
Take care of yourself, Miss Gilden.
Elle est super désagréable, cette meuf. Bref. Bon. On se regarde encore une autre fin. Je sais pas laquelle je vais préférer. Mais je reviens toujours devant cette baraque avant de faire les trucs. Dingue, hein? Bon, alors, déjà... Goliath. Dans un accès de rage, Goliath a tué Théodore Gilden. Je comprends pas l'accès de rage. Après une rapide confrontation où Théodore n'avait pas la moindre chance, l'éléphant a fui, laissant derrière lui son maître agonisant. Alors, exécuté. Goliath a tué son maître, Théodore Gilden a nourri et pris soin de l'animal, mais sa nature sauvage le rend extrêmement dangereux pour les habitants. Je dois informer Imogène que son exécutant est le seul moyen de ramener la sécurité en ville. C'est Imogène qu'il faut aller voir. Goliath, le sauver bien sûr. Goliath, et on va le sauver, c'est sûr. Goliath est un animal sauvage et ceux qu'il garde en captivité sont responsables de son comportement. Cet éléphant a besoin d'un nouveau propriétaire, d'un nouveau foyer. Je devrais voir avec Imogène comment il est possible de le sauver. Je sais pas pourquoi c'est... Oh, j'ai oublié d'appuyer sur les autres. C'était mignon, mais c'est ce qu'on va faire.
You were right about Goliath. Everyone confirmed your opinion. They all agree that the beast is vicious. The animal wielded 2 tons of rage, and Mr. Gilden regrettably didn't stand a chance. The mating season only served to amplify its temper.
Oh, spare me. That's a little too much detail, thank you. What is the point of this conclusion? How do you plan to use your findings?
Miss Gilden, I know how much you dislike the elephant.
Rather more than dislike. I wish I could have done more to that wretch than just speak of it.
But it's innocent. Goliath did not intend to kill your father. It was provoked, scared, and in mating season. Your father took Goliath's normal state for granted, and in doing so made a mistake that caused the elephant to be aggressive.
Stop it! I already know the answer. I don't need your moral perspective on this situation. I don't know why you wasted your time. I actually did more than you.
Which involved what, Miss Gilden?
A man with a big wallet made an offer to take the elephant away. I accepted it. I was so naive, thinking that it was me who was so helpless. But you are useless too.
I am glad that the elephant is no longer of your concern, but I need to make sure.
I don't care, and I don't want to listen. Thought you wouldn't turn up.
Why is that? I suppose it's the English way to leave without saying goodbye, but I never planned to abandon you.
Because you brought the filthy beast here. Because you did nothing to ensure its proper punishment. I had to do everything, not you.
I was piecing together your father's murder.
There was nothing to piece together. I told you, it was Goliath. I never asked you to talk with anyone. I asked you to find the stupid animal.
Even if my efforts are invisible, that does not mean that I did nothing.
I don't have the strength to argue. These are my father's belongings. They're about your mother. Take them all and leave me be.
I won't waste your time any longer, Miss Gilden. Thank you for your help.
Et on vient récupérer ça.
My mother always wore this around her neck until one day it disappeared. I was wondering where it went. She said it was a birthday present from a good friend.
Lettre de Violette à Théodore Gilden. Mon cher Théodore, tu sais que j'estime notre amitié plus précieuse que la plupart des autres liens pouvant unir 2 êtres humains. Ton âme, comme la mienne, est sujette à cette même ébullition permanente et je me considère comme bénie de savoir à quel point tu m'acceptes et me soutiens. Je suis à jamais reconnaissante de ce coup du destin qui a poussé Silleur et moi-même à rejoindre la même expédition que toi. Ma vie s'en est vue changer pour le meilleur. Néanmoins, je ne suis ni aveugle ni hypocrite. Je sais que les sentiments que tu nourris à mon égard sont désormais plus profonds. Pardonne-moi, Théodore, mais je ne les partage pas. Je me dois de t'épargner la douleur d'un amour non réciproque avant qu'il ne soit trop tard. Tu trouveras ci-joint le collier que tu m'as si délicatement offert en souvenir de notre aventure passée ensemble. Je ne puis continuer de le porter la conscience légère. Je sais le mal que cette lettre t'infligera, et pour ce mal, je ne peux que sincèrement m'excuser, car mon cœur demeure auprès de Siger, qui ignore encore tes désirs. Si ce geste signifie que pour nous la fin d'une amitié, je te comprendrai bien, mais j'espère avec toute mon âme que nous pourrons continuer à partager ces mêmes conversations, collaborations et gentillesses qui m'ont apporté tant de joie au fil de ces nombreuses années. Avec plus sincère respect, Violet. Violet.
I just had another glimpse of a memory, John. It's fuzzy, but I'm sure it happened somewhere in the manor.
Finally moving forward. Shall we go?
Ah, je peux pas lui parler. Ben, c'est pas tout ça, mais il faut bien s'arrêter quelque part, hein. Et ce sera là pour cette fois. Je file. Portez-vous bien.